Creating a daily shift schedule via eMESA. The Edit Shift Schedule screen is where a planner or scheduler can create the daily shift schedule. The Edit Shift Schedule can be divided into 5 major areas on the screen. The first being the backlog search criteria at the top of the screen. The search criterion consists of a number of fields that can be used to filter the backlog as a scheduler desires. The next major area on the Edit Shift Schedule is the backlog grid. The next area on the screen is the area used to specify the mandatory fields for scheduling a work order task and scheduling that task to a specific date and shift. If all of the mandatory fields were filled out when the work order was created, then it's as simple as specifying the date and shift the task should be scheduled to. The next area on the screen is the scheduled tasks. Once an item is scheduled, it is moved from the backlog grid to the scheduled grid. From here, a task can be split if it is to be performed over any number of subsequent shifts. The available resource hours are shown on a shift-by-shift basis, as is the hours scheduled by planning group. As the scheduler schedules hours, an updated bar chart will display showing how many of the total hours have been scheduled. In this example, you see the scheduler select criteria to filter the backlog. In this case, the user selects a planner or work group and a piece of equipment. By selecting the Update button, the search criteria are returned to the backlog grid. Once the results are returned, you will notice red and green color coding next to the work order number to quickly denote work orders that have parts ordered or that have or have not been received. You will now note the user select the date they wish to schedule work order tasks. The user then finds the work order task they wish to schedule and then selects it. Once selected, the row in the grid will be highlighted. The mandatory fields are populated based on how the work order was filled out. Once all fields are set and the desired shift is selected, the task can be scheduled. To schedule the task, the user now selects Schedule Task. Once scheduled, the work order is then moved from the backlog to the scheduled task grid. This process is then repeated until the schedule is built as desired. If any tasks need to be split over numerous shifts, split tasks can be selected to split the hours over numerous days and shifts. As tasks are scheduled, you will notice the available resource graph at the bottom of the screen change. eMESA has a built-in resource module, or eMESA can be integrated with third-party systems to pull the employee forward-looking schedules. Finally, by selecting View Print Plan, the scheduler is presented with a calendar view of the schedule. The schedule shows all of the tasks that have been scheduled by shift and date. When you scroll down to the bottom of the report, a grid view of the scheduled tasks are shown. For more information, visit Dimension Technology Solutions at www.dts-global.com. To contact us, call 1-866-515-3874 or email us at sales@dts-global.com.